my name's Charlie and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this eye look. This is what it looks like. The focus isn't really working, there we go. It's kind of just a blue, purple, I mean there's not really purple in there but the colours kind of meshed together to make a purple, yellow, gold, pink eye look. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Riviera palette. I only got it in the mail like 2-3 days ago, so I wanted to have a wee play about with it. So if you're interested in how I got this eye look, then please just keep watching and yeah, thank you. Right, so I just decided to go off camera and do this eye. So that's what I created. So we're just going to copy that onto this eye. So let's do it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put the Conceal and Hydrate concealer on this eyelid, just like I did on this one, just to create a sticky base. And I'm just going to do that. And I'm just going to cover the whole eyelid, just so that the whole lid is covered, obviously. And then I'm just going to get my beauty sponge and blend that in. Now I'm just using the viewfinder to help me with that. And my mirror as well. So I'm just taking it all the way up to the brow bone. It doesn't matter because I'm just going to cover my whole face in foundation anyway, so just covering that. Doesn't matter if it's on the bottom. Yep, there we go. That's that covered. And then what I'm going to do is, some people don't like to do this because they like to have a sticky base from the get-go, but I'm going to take the shade Sails from the Riviera palette, this one here. I'm going to pat it all over my eyelid. If we could just stay in autofocus, but it's not really working. There we go. So I'm just going to get Sails and put it all over my lid. But not too much, just kind of like a light dusting, just so that it's not so tacky. So I'm going to take the shade Cabana next, and I'm just going to put that all over the top as my transition colour. I'm just going to use this big fluffy brush that I got from Primark. Take that pretty much right up to the brow bone, like this one. Sometimes it just helps to dab, to just pat it on. Like you can see it right there. Like it puts more pigment on the eye. So just above the crease, and it'll just blend that out. But I'm just blending that right into the inner corner, as you can see. And I don't care what it looks like on the outside, if it looks really bad or really unblended, that's fine, because it's just going to look like that afterwards. I think that would do just for the first layer. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the shade Monte Carlo, which is right here. I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm just going to put that right in the crease. I just want to pack that right where your eye folds. So like if I look up like this, then you can see it, the line there. I'm just kind of insinuating that with pink. And if you're wondering what brush I'm using, I don't really have expensive brushes, but this one is a Morphe M139, and I love this brush for my crease. I'm just going to take that quite high because on this eye I didn't take it quite high enough, so I had to go in again and put it over the top of the blue. So I'm just kind of dabbing that. It's really pigmented in the palette, so you don't need too much. A little goes a long way, and you can always build it up. So I'm just taking that quite high, and it's blending in quite nicely with Cabana. I don't know how it's looking on camera, but you just want to blend it as much as you can so that there's not really a harsh line. You can always go in with Cabana again, even just on this brush, and just kind of mix them together so that there's no harsh line, and just that they meet each other, you know. It's kind of coming together now. As you can see, they're kind of just blending into each other. You don't really see these two together that much, apart from at the end I do go into like the top of the blue bit. But to be fair, most of it does get covered with concealer for the cut crease. So you're just taking that right into the inner corner as well. Just going over it quite a few times, and you can see like it's starting to blend. I mean, it's not great. I'm not really an expert on this stuff. On makeup, I'm not an expert, but I'm willing to learn. You know, just kind of blend it out. You can see it's kind of just got a little bit of a line there. Just maybe even just go back in with a bit of Cabana and just go for the top of that line. Normally people would just go in with the cut crease now. Or should I? I can't remember what I did. No, I didn't. I went in with the shade Bahamas, which is this bright pink one at the bottom here. And I've just got a dense round brush from Primark, and it's called the Eyeshadow Blending Brush. Number 252. And I'm just going to pack this out on the inner corner. Outer corner, sorry, not the inner corner. Although if you're going for a halo eye, you could put this on the inner corner too. And I'm just going to pack that. And I'm going to put it above Monte Carlo. I'm going to pack it on top of Monte Carlo. It's better to pat it than to swipe it on. So I'm just kind of taking quite a lot on the brush. I'm not in focus, but I'm, you know, you can see it on the eye, how much is going on. Again, yes, this does get covered by the cut crease, but I do go over it and over the blue. So now I'm just going to go back in with a conceal and hydrate. I don't know if that's backwards to you. Conceal and hydrate. And I'm just going to take, might need a bit more than that. It's not really enough. I'm just going to splodge it on the back of my hand. And apparently onto my jeans. Oh, and the rest of my hands. It's okay though. I have wipes. So once you've got that off your hands and your jeans, you just want to grab the concealer and, oh, I was about to go into that eye. You want to put the concealer on your lash line, like that. I'll kind of show you on the viewfinder as well. So anyway, yeah, mostly everyone who knows how to do eyeshadow knows how to do a cut crease. It's nothing new. You just want to put it on your lash line and then just like look up, and then it'll like transfer a line onto your lid. So I'm just going to build that up. I kind of just like to drag it all the way up just so that it kind of gets a bit higher each time. I like to be able to see it when I've got my eyes open like that. And you take it into the inner corner as well so that it drags all the way from the bottom. And I'm just getting a flashing sign from a battery saying that it's running low. So let's see how far I can take this. Right, so sorry about that, my battery died. But basically I cut my crease, and I've been walking around the house with two eyes like this for about an hour now while my battery charged. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to redo that just so that it gets tacky again because it's dry. That's how high I've taken it, like, and look, that's the colour difference between a wet concealer and a dry concealer. Just gonna colour that in again. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get that sales colour again, that white, with that fluffy brush, and I'm going to just gently cover it with some powder. Some people prefer not to do this. Some people prefer to have a tacky base so that the colour applies easier, but me personally, the brushes just get concealer on them, so I like to kind of cover it a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. So what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to go in with the shade Seashells, just there. That blue, that gorgeous blue. It's not the best, it's not really a swatch. And then I'm just going to take that right into the inner corner and pack that on. It's really pigmented. Just going to go right up. Just follow that concealer line just exactly. So that blue is absolutely stunning. It's so reflective. And I'm kind of just taking it halfway, right up to the top of that concealer line so that no concealer's showing. You can also wet this shade, but I don't think you need to. It's so pigmented. I mean, look at that. That pigment is stunning. So that's about 3/4 of the way across my lid. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into the shade Mediterranean, which is this end shade, this darker blue. Just wait till it focuses on it. There we go. That blue one. I'm going to go with Mediterranean. And I've just wiped this off. This brush, I've just wiped it off on a colour changing pad. I just got it from Primark. Very cheap. And I'm just going to pack it onto the outside of the lid, like that. Don't be worried about covering any of the pink, because that pink is going to go straight back over. And you can kind of use the brush to kind of pat over that lighter blue, which was Seashells. So make sure to get right into the edge of the concealer again, like we did with the last shade. And just keep patting. And occasionally swiping. So they can see sort of a gradient in the eyes, like so. I love these shades. I absolutely am loving blues at the moment. I think that's pretty much all you need. So I'm just going to go in. I don't need to really brush it off. Don't need to get the colour changer out or anything, because it's okay to mix the shades together now because they're both on the lid. And I've just gone in with that Seashells shade again, kind of just patting over that line, if there is a line. You can't really see it, but it just makes you feel better about it if you just pat over that line. Oh, got a Snapchat from someone. You just pat over the line with that brush. I'm going to get that brush again with the pink on it, Bahamas. I don't really feel like I'm in too great focus, but I'm just gonna put that over Mediterranean, kind of just over the edge. It doesn't matter how high you go, because it needs to go up to about here, kind of creates a purple. I don't know why it didn't create a purple on this eye. Maybe it did, I don't know, I just didn't think it did. You can go as far out as you like, because if like me you do your eyes first, your foundation will just cover it. Or you can just wipe it off straight after. And sometimes it helps to like bring it a little bit in above the shades on the lids to create that effect of it still being there above the glitter, or the shimmer, sorry. Patting it as well on the outside of it. See, I've got quite a lot of fallout from that Mediterranean shade, but thankfully I actually have done my eyes before my foundation, so I can just as easily take that off with a wipe. And then when I've got my foundation on as well, I'll just go under my eye with that Bahamas shade. So just kind of get back into Monte Carlo as well, and get that brush and kind of just lightly go over the top of that blue. If you can see, it's going back into the shades, it's getting back into there with that Cabana shade, and then just take it kind of as far into the inner corner as you can. You don't want to create too harsh a line. So I'm going to go back in with that Cabana shade. I'm going to go back in with this brush from Primark that I used for the Cabana shade at the really start. And I'm kind of just going to lightly go over the top of that Bahamas and the Monte Carlo shade. Make sure it's blended in and that it doesn't just look like I've piled pink on top of the whole yellow. Kind of just using that as a blend out everything kind of shade as well. I mean, that's kind of what both eyes look like now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a wipe and just take out all this fallout. So what I'm going to use for the inner corner, I'm just going to take this brush actually that came with the palette, and I'm going to take the shade Inheritance, which is that bright gold there, and just going to put it on this side, and hopefully that'll look okay. That looks quite nice actually. Like that. I like that. Now I don't want to go up into my brow bone with that shade because it's a gold. So this eye, as you can see, the cut crease is higher than that eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, what am I going to do? I'm going to go in with the blues again and just make that a bit more higher, because that's way higher than that eye. So I've just gone off camera and I have tried to fix the height, and this one and this one are both looking the exact same height now, hopefully. I kind of messed up the outside corners. Like, I think I blended the pink and the yellow too much together and they've kind of made a messy kind of brown, but there's nothing I could really do about that. I tried to pack more yellow on top of the pink, and then I tried to pack more pink on top of the yellow, and that's why it went wrong. So yeah, I'm just gonna go put on my makeup, finish this face, and I'll be back. So I've just gone off camera and done all my makeup, everything, and this is the finished eye look. I tried to fix the sides as much as I could and it looks okay. I put some pink under my eyes, put some more gold in the inner corners. I'm wearing Jeffree Star's lipstick in Celebrity Skin and just put my brows on. So if you liked the tutorial and how I did this eye look, then please hit subscribe down below. Comment what you think about the eye look. I mean, it's just a playful, fun eye look that I made using a palette that just came through the mail and I got a bit excited. I'll link my Instagrams down below, or I'll put them up on the page somewhere. I don't know where. going to obviously have to maybe get some lights if I keep doing videos. Sorry, I'm really nervous. But yeah, hope you like the video, and if you want to follow me on my Instagram, that's where I'll let you know if I'm going to do another video. So thanks for watching, see ya!